GOAT. So obviously we're standing here around all these GOATs and we got to talking LeBron, Jordan. It's the debate that's on every single sports show every week. Whenever there's downtime, people get into it. No better place to talk about that. To debut the betJACK GOAT swag than right here. So if you had to say right now, like, who is the greatest basketball player of all time, season right around the corner, who would you say that it is?
When it comes to all-around basketball, I'm going to have to go with LeBron.
Wow, all right.
I'm going to have to go with LeBron because it's hard to compare them because they played in two different eras. But I just felt like LeBron, him being physical, he would have fit in more in Jordan's era. And I think he would have dominated.
So where do you fall in, like, with the ring argument? Because obviously now take it to a different sport with football. You look at Brady, all the things that he's accomplished throughout his career with all the rings. They're like, that's why Brady's the GOAT, the championships through so many different eras. Brady has been great. I think that's the one thing that Jordan has over LeBron is those 6 trips to the finals, undefeated, never lost in the finals. And I think that's kind of where LeBron lacks. You know what I mean?
A lot of people debate the whole ring thing, but when it comes to the rings, man, you can't win that ring individually.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All of them is a team sport. So, you know what I'm saying, with football, you got 10 other guys on offense that are helping, you know, Brady be that GOAT. And in basketball, you got 4 other guys that are helping, you know, MJ and LeBron, you know, be that GOAT. So when it comes to the rings, man, you got to look at the supporting cast that these guys had. And LeBron didn't have that supporting cast like Jordan had. You know, Dennis Rodman, Tony Kukoc, you know, Steve Kerr, Scottie Pippen, you know what I'm saying, Horace Grant, all these guys. And when you look at LeBron's supporting cast, yeah, he had Kyrie, Kevin Love. And, you know what I'm saying, he was down in Miami for a quick trip, you know what I'm saying, had Bosh and D. Wade. But it wasn't like what Jordan had.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I felt like with LeBron, the way his teams were put together, it shows he only had a few. But he should have, I still think he should have at least 2 more.
Yeah, I think when you look at, too, some of the just level of competition that these guys went up against. I mean, we saw Jordan lose in the first round of the playoffs against rookie Shaq. Look who LeBron has played. These dudes are all going into the Pro Basketball Hall of Fame. More recently, Curry, KD, Draymond, Clay. All those dudes are Hall of Famers. Then you look at when he was with the Heat, Russell Westbrook, KD, the Spurs with Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, Manu, Kawhi. LeBron has gone up against some blue chip, upper echelon type of talent. And I feel like Jordan is so great in his own era because there wasn't anybody like that back then. Like, it was just him by himself dominating a bunch of dudes that were, let's face it, not as good as what the NBA is right now. That's not to say that Jordan's not great. But I'm with you. I think that's why LeBron is the GOAT. Where do you fall with some of these people that say, you know, like, with going back to the rings, if he could get a couple more, that would push him over the edge? What do you think about the Lakers this year when we're talking about LeBron? Obviously, they got a lot going on with Russell Westbrook. They got AD. What are your thoughts? Do you think LeBron could get one? Because right now, the Vegas, the odds makers, the books, they kind of have them as long shots, Phil.
If they buy in, that's the only way. And to be honest, I don't know if the inconsistencies of Westbrook are going to keep him there.
Yeah.
You know, if anything, I'm pretty sure they're trying to shop trades and try to bring somebody else in that can help out. So, and I heard, you know, I saw on like Twitter or something that after this season, Draymond wants to go to
LA.
So, yeah, we'll see. You know what I mean? So
where was it for you? Because obviously, I feel like people that are on the LeBron side of the argument, there was a moment where it's like, you know what, this cat might be better than MJ. Like, who beforehand was no debate, you know, the greatest to ever do it. What was the point for you where it kind of went off? Like, you know what, this actually might be a little bit of a closer conversation. It might be Bron that's the GOAT.
I mean, because still, at the end of the day, man, LeBron and MJ, they're 2 different guys.
Yeah.
You know, and
I think that's what makes the debate so great.
Yeah, and in this day and age, you know what I'm saying, you would compare, you know what I'm saying, Jordan would be more like a Klay Thompson type guy. He's gonna, you know what I'm saying, he'd go in and
Mark
boom,
DeRozan.
Even better. And LeBron, with his athletic ability back in Jordan's time, would be unheard of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Jordan was the LeBron in his time. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? With the athletic ability and things like that. And people couldn't, you know what I'm saying, couldn't handle that.
Yeah.
What I will say is that in Jordan's time, the league was more physical.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The guys wasn't more, so athletic
Bad
as
boy
now,
Pistons.
but they were more physical. You know what I mean? And that's what I liked about basketball. Now these younger guys, they're so athletic. You got the new 7'3" guy that's, you know what I'm saying, dribbling and shooting outside. It's unheard of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the league has just evolved so much, and it makes this debate, you know what I'm saying, it can be a 50-50 debate every time you do it.
So here's where it was for me, and I think this is what I encourage everybody to internalize and really think about when you look at these two different players, and where it really changed for me. Obviously, being a little bit of a homer from Cleveland, from Ohio, you know, being down 3-1 in the NBA Finals, where you made this elaborate promise, not only to your own community of Akron, but the whole community in Northeast Ohio, that you were going to come home and be that guy that everybody thought you were going to be, and to deliver that championship, to end that 52-year drought. Then you find yourself in a 3-1 deficit, never been done before, never been overcome, against Steph Curry, the first ever unanimous MVP, against the Warriors, who were 73-9, greatest regular season team of all time, and still came back from down 3-1 in one of the most historic, if not the most historic, championship run in the history of sports. I think for me, that's what tipped LeBron over Jordan. I feel like in a lot of people's eyes, that's what got the deal done, because he did so many historic things in that one championship series.
Yeah, and that's my reasoning why, that just because he doesn't have the amount of rings that Jordan had doesn't mean he's not as good as Jordan.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it's night and day when it comes to just, you know what I'm saying, how LeBron really took over the league, and, you know what I'm saying, how he dominated teams in the playoffs and things like that.